Hi y'all, it's Becky, and it is time for me to open up and sort my March 2024 Sam's bead box. It's called Rainbow Wishes, and I think this is their anniversary box, because I think, is it 2 years? I think it's, well, we'll find out. Let's look at this. Can you remember how you felt the last time you saw a rainbow? Yay! So it's third anniversary box. Okay. Yes, rainbows are awesome. Shara and I were driving home from the shop recently, witnessed one of the wildest rainbows either of us had ever seen. She frantically rolled down the window to get a good photo, and we stared in awe. It's not hard to stop and enjoy the sight of a wonderful, colorful natural wonder. And I actually have a story about that. I lived in England for several years. And one of the things about riding on the train in England is that most people, because if you're commuting, there's so many people packed on the train, like the seats will be full and people will be standing in the aisles, even on like the commuter trains out of London, not just the tube. And so in order to, like, I guess, be polite about people's personal space, because you'll be standing like pressed right up against somebody, most people narrow their zone of focus. Like they just like blinders up, look down at the newspaper they're reading, or they just look at people's shoes. I looked at a lot of people's shoes when I lived there. It's not normal there for people to just say hi to a stranger. It was odd when I moved there. People looked at me like I was crazy when I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" to somebody like that I didn't know. They were like, "Oh my gosh, this mad American woman," you know. And that's kind of home. I kind of learned to like keep my head down, read my paper. But this one time coming back from work, and this was a rare occurrence because usually it took a while for me to get back from work, and it would be dark by the time I was headed home. But it was I was coming home early, and I glanced up from my newspaper out of the window, and there was this rainbow, just gorgeous across this green countryside that we were passing through. And I smiled the biggest smile. I was like, this is the best. And I looked around to see if there was anybody else who saw the rainbow, and nobody did. Everybody was like, their focus narrowed to what they were looking at. And I really wanted somebody to be able to share a smile with me while we were looking at that rainbow, just somebody, and nobody did. And it's like, yeah, I was standing there grinning like an idiot on my commute home, staring out the window, but I had a really good reason, and it was because I saw a rainbow. Anyway, that's my rainbow story. So let's open this up and take a look at what's in here. Oh, candy. All right. Yeah. I mean, there's more rainbow stories, but that's my one. The looking out of the window and sharing a moment, and like just that made me think of that one time that I was like, I just wanted somebody else to see it. I wanted somebody else to share that with me. And they didn't, because people don't look up. People just don't look up. Anyway, I'm going to be opening up this bead box. This is Sam's bead box. It is a monthly subscription box. Usually we have check glass and gemstones and some findings in it. It's usually very high quality beads, very well curated, and they always have bead box extras available in their shop. And there'll usually be some add-on things that you can get, like Rachel's been doing a lot of bead mixes with seed beads and different sizes, and usually they'll have like some custom or a curated collection of silver silk chains that you can purchase to go along with it. And they'll usually do like a bundle of soft flex wires as well that you can have with it. And just look at these colors before I even open this up. Look how colorful these are. I'm pulling these strands out right here so you can see all of these colors. And I love that it's not just all bright colors, that we've got some complementary colors that make you think of like a cloudy day and some water droplets. And then you've got like the rainbow as well. That's really cool. All right, so I'm going to save the bags for last because I'm not going to go down the list when I open this up. I'm going to just be reading what's on there when I do that. But I will go down the list for our strands. So let me get this out. And one of the cool things about this is that this item list, I can stick this onto my bead box, so I've got my list of what's in my box. I haven't yet done the thing where I remove the sticker, but we'll see how that works. They also have the listing on their website, on the box page. I'll put a link to that in the description below if you want to get a good description of all of the little bits that are in there. All right, so our strands, first of all, we've got Smooth Heishi Rainbow Luster Mix, and it is 4x8 millimeter. These round guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up my strands and start getting them organized in here. And I don't know if I want to sort these by color. I may end up doing that, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. But look at that, it's like candy. And I'll find my guy that just escaped later. I'm gonna have a lot of fun making things with this. Okay, so we've got our Heishis. That's gonna be great in a bracelet, I think. Yeah, I can see me doing that. Maybe with some of these in between them. I'm already having ideas. Okay, let's go down the list though. And then we've got some fire polish rounds, rainbow luster mix. There's an 8 millimeter for that, and then there's also 4 millimeters. So these are the same bead, just different sizes. And I love that we have like the same bead color, just in different sizes and shapes. It makes for a really cohesive box when we have that. So what I'm going to do is, because these are the same finish but different sizes, I'm going to have them be roommates, because often I need to double up some of my beads from this bead box. And if they're roommates, and I mean I could put them all together, but I'd rather like maybe separate out the shapes a little bit. These are the same shape, just different sizes. And wow, I'm just having a really, really great time trying to get these in the thing. That's fun. So 4 millimeter and 8 millimeter. I love these. This is such a beautiful box so far. Look at what we've got. All right. And then there's some smooth drops, also rainbow luster mix. And this is 7 by 10 millimeters. 15-piece strand. I was like, 50-piece strand? I was on the wrong thing. I was like, that doesn't look like 50 to me. That would be a lot for this size of bead. That would be a lot to have on a strand. You know what? I actually should be using my old pair that I don't really care about for that, since I'm trying to avoid cutting this piece of metal, but not quite getting there. I'm putting my rainbow beads all across the middle. I don't know if you guys would do that, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just feeling it. I don't want them up along the edge. I want them right in the center. And then we can, you know, put our cloudy sky beads up along the top, and then have our rainbow in the middle. That's where my head is at for organizing these. Anyway. All right, so then we've got some groovy rectangle. These are groovy. They are super groovy. Look at that. Groovy, baby. All right. That's okay. That's gonna look amazing in a necklace, I think. Just amazing. These guys. I might want to get more of these, because I think these are going to be a really versatile bead to use with all of the rest of these. But let's get to that. This is the Twist Nugget Crystal AB. You can see the AB finish on that. I'm going to stick these right here next to them. Or are there more rainbow? Hold on, I didn't even look at what's in the bags to see if there are more rainbow luster things that would need to go there. Okay, no. I can put my nuggets there. Nug life. All right. Okay, but look at this cloud pendant. That is so adorable. I love it. All right. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We've got some moonstone chips. We've got 6 to 11 millimeters, and there is a 5-inch strand of that. So I'm gonna get these chips out here. All right, and then we've got aquamarine faceted rounds. These are 4 millimeter. I'm just gonna grab my, so you can get a better idea of the color behind there. And I'm going to leave these on the strand because it's easier for me to get them out and to work from it with the strand. There we go. But I'm going to stick them right in there. And then we've got some labradorite. This is 5 to 6 millimeter. You can see several of these have some nice flash on them. And I am going to open this one up. My scissors for this silk thread. This is a very, very long strand of labradorite. This is about 15-inch strand. And again, it's 5 to 6 millimeters. We should be able to fit all of them in one section. There we go. And then our last strand. We have some Sapphire Skies mix. It's got the 2 different colors on these druck beads. They are 6 millimeter drucks. There we go. So far, what we've got. All right, I'm going to move that aside and just start opening some of these baggies up and taking a look at what we've got. So we've got some etched coins. These are Sparrow, and the color varies. They are 15 millimeters, and there's a 2-piece set. So I got this really lovely, like, rainbow vitriol color on these guys. I'm going to stick them here. This is another coin bead. It is a table cut flying bird coin bead. Again, the color will vary. I got, it looks like a bronze or purpley bronze kind of color. I'm going to stick this in here with the other 2 coin beads. Bird coin beads, birds of a feather flocking together right there. All right, and then we've got this yellow Jade Sun pendant. I think I want to do my pendants together. Look at this. I'm just going to hold it up with the light behind it so you can see that translucence. And it's got a little hole up here on the top, but you could probably wire wrap this really easily. I'm going to stick that one there. And then we'll get this acrylic pearl link. Ugh. Why are you like this? So, I like that. I'm going to put those 2 together. The sun and the clouds. See, the sun's going behind the clouds there. It's fine because the sun will come out tomorrow. So we've got a few more of these guys. I like to put my findings and things here in the center one. So let's pull these out. We've got a Marash link. There are 2 pieces of that, a swirl button, and a hammered hook and eye clasp set. And these are all tiara cast pieces. So, you know, these are not going to be produced anytime soon. So there's our hook and eye closure. Here's our Marash findings. Oh, you know what? I already have an idea for how to make earrings with these. I'm going to be doing earrings with that. And then we've got a nice swirl button. These are all of our findings. Let's get these guys in here. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we've got some check glass table cut ovals, light sapphire. Oh, why am I terrible at opening these today? I absolutely am. Because I get asked questions about the jewelry that I'm wearing. This is a, I think it's Lucia Parpuca bracelet that I got a kit for it from Jill Wiseman's. I'll put a link to it in the description if you guys wanted to get one, but it was a really fun and easy bracelet to make, and I just have been having a lot of fun wearing it today. All right, so now we've got some carved cloud nugget, white silk, blue AB. And there's 6 pieces of this. These are really, really cool and interesting shape. And then we've got some check glass coin Sapphire Skies mix. These are those same 2 colors that we had with these drucks. So you know what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to roommate these guys up with their little druck buddies. We got our round guys and our flat guys. And they're just going to share a little section of this. There we go. For our round guys and our flat guys. And then I've got these check glass twist diamonds, pink luster, and carved oval with a champagne color. And there's 2 of each of these. Let me put this on here so you get a better idea of the color for these. And these are the same on both sides. I like when we get some really, really cool, interesting beads like this. All right, and now I've got some sapphire color Preciosa cones, and I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put them. You know what? I'm going to put them in here, and that's another good reason for leaving these guys. But before I do that, just look at this faceting on these. Look at the faceting on these. Okay, sorry. Now that I'm not distracted by that, that's another good reason to leave this on the cord, is so that these guys can share a little section. I can put the bicones in there and then leave my gemstones on their strand. That way it'll be easier to get them out separately. And it looks like I have all of my beads sorted. So yes, this is the Sapphire, no, it's not Sapphire Skies, Rainbow Wishes, Sam's Bead Box. And this is their 3rd anniversary. And the official unboxing is going to be, this is the 14th when I'm filming this. So I'll make this public after the official unboxing, March 15th. If you see it before then, let me know so I can make it private again, because I am going to upload it first so that it's ready to go. And I hope if you guys are getting these, that you have fun creating with it as well. And if you're not getting these, I'll put a link to Sam's shop in the description. You can go check it out. They usually have a little $5 off your first box coupon on their site. I think it's VIP5. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at it or saw it. It's not like specific to me, so, you know, any of those. But I think it's well worth it. I always get a lot of inspiration from these bead boxes and the different things that we can do with them. I hope you guys are having a great week. Bye.